Welcome YouTube outdoorsman to McGurkFish65 Outdoors. Today I'm going to be doing some archery practice, but I'm going to do this a little bit different than I normally do. Instead of using a release aid to shoot with, I've got my Jennings Forked Lightning bow that I've rigged for bow fishing, and what I did is I put some of these, what we used to call bear glove or finger protector grips or tabs on the string. I'm going to try shooting with those, so I'm going to do some finger style shooting. A little different than release aid shooting. It tends to be a little less accurate, but requires better form. So, going to give it a try, see what happens to accuracy, and see how the bow does with it. Okay, so here we go. Target set up at 20 yards. With this, generally your position is 1 finger above, 2 fingers below the arrow. You can also do 3 fingers below. There is no correct way. There's just 2 different traditional ways to do it. Same principle though, anchor back and relax the fingers to release instead of pulling a trigger like you would on a release aid, obviously. Definitely not as accurate. Aim to hit right with this. Try a couple of aluminum shafted arrows as well. Got some old Easton 2018s that came with this bow. I bought this off of eBay. These were included with it. They actually fly better than the carbon arrows on this particular bow. I might just switch to using them all the time. Much better arrow flight there. The carbon arrows are kind of squirrely or corkscrewy going to the target. These aluminum shafts were definitely truer flight. Pretty decent. So we definitely got a different result with this. Let's take a look. You can see our accuracy is different. carbon versus the aluminum. The carbons are shooting off to the side. Like I said, their flight was a little squirrely with a finger release. The aluminum shot pretty true. 1 bullseye in the yellow. So I'm going to stick with the aluminums for a bit, see if I can get a little bit better accuracy, but definitely different than shooting with a release aid. Now I could change the bow's sight position, but I'm not going to because this bow is sighted in for the carbon arrows with a release aid and they shoot just fine, so I don't want to really change my setup. I'm just going to shoot the aluminums for now, see if I can get a little bit better grouping. A little more accurate here, but notice again, 1 finger above, 2 fingers below. Similar anchor point to shooting with a release aid, different sort of release. With 3 fingers, you definitely have more friction on the string. You tend to torque the arrow to one side versus a release aid. Off to one side again.